What's going on, guys? My name is Michael Taaffe. I play safety at the University of Texas, and this is Lawyers and Longhorns.
Let's talk a little bit about you, kind of where you came from, and maybe some stuff that people don't know about you.
I try to be an open book, so I don't know, there's a lot that people don't know about me, but born and raised in Austin, Texas, and like probably y'all's kids are, burnt orange fans through and through. You know, when you grow up in Austin, this is the pro team, and when Saturday rolls around, it's like, all right, where are the burnt orange playing? You know, who do we got on the road? Who we got at home? You know, so everything that I did was to try to be a Westlake varsity football player and then go be a Texas football player. And so I'm the youngest of four. I got two older brothers and an older sister. And I guess this is something people didn't know about me, but I would try to watch Disney Channel as a little kid, right? That's acceptable. My older brothers would cut it off and turn on sports, ESPN. And I would get so upset, but they're like, if you want to go play D1, like you tell us, like, you need to be watching sports all day. And so in high school, maybe Moana was my favorite movie. I don't know. Maybe it was. I always tell people it was because I didn't get to enjoy it when I was a kid because I was enjoying sports. They would always cut on the sports. But that's how it was. Like everything was wired to sports. And, you know, it kind of made me who I am as a person because I was such a competitor. I still am such a competitor. But it was because, you know, I've prioritized my dreams and my goals, you know, to the top of everything that I do.
What other sports did you play growing up?
Everything.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I was baseball, basketball, ran track, the fall ball stuff in baseball, would do 7-on-7 in football. So everything that I did was geared to like trying to do something, complete something. Started playing tackle football when I was 7 years old. So second grade, and you're playing with fourth graders. I still remember East Austin Yellow Jackets. Catch a kickoff return right when I take two steps. Smacked. And I started crying literally the whole game, whole ride home too. And I was like, I'm never playing this game again. But I came back next Saturday and probably got smacked again, but I learned.
Now you're the one delivering the blows, man.
Yeah, right. Now I got to figure out how to, you know, tame my pad level a little bit so we don't get any close calls.
No targeting calls.
Yeah. Yeah, no close calls this year.
So what was it like coming out as a high school senior, as a freshman, and you're seeing some of your teammates getting highly recruited and you maybe weren't getting recruited as hard?
I'd won 2 state MVPs back-to-back years. And I don't know if that's ever been done.
Picked off Quinn.
Yeah, picked off Quinn twice. Mm-hmm. Yeah, don't forget the first one. Right? I always love to tell people twice, right? Yeah. But he was the best recruit of all time. And I was like, if I can go in and compete with this guy, then surely somebody should give me a look. And nothing came. And I was committed to Rice at the time. And when Texas called me, I was like, yeah, I'm coming. And they're like, well, hold on. Like, we're giving you a preferred walk-on. Like, go talk to your parents before you say yes. And I was like, Coach, respectfully, like, this is where I've always wanted to be. I'm coming. And he was like, well, we're fired up. So that was really cool. I think.
Who was that called you?
Coach Gideon, Blake Gideon.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So defense coordinator at Georgia Tech now. But he was fired up. And I think he was so fired up that when he writes the depth chart, the first day that I got there, he looks back, he's like, what's your number again? I'm like, 36. And he wrote down 36. So I don't know if he remembered my name when he offered me, but he gave me a shot, and that's all that I could ask for.
Was your first number 36?
First number was 36.
So my favorite number, when I was playing in the third grade tackle, I had Bo Jackson posters all over and so I go to sign up, and they're like, what's your number? And I was like, oh, I forgot what Bo Jackson's number is. And I was like, 36.
No way.
So I was 36 my entire life.
Yeah. Bo Jackson?
Yeah, well, he's obviously 34.
Yeah,
I just got it wrong. They couldn't bring it back.
Yeah.
What we've heard is that even like as a freshman, you were displaying, you're not even on scholarship yet, displaying some of that leadership that you're so known for. Is that just something you naturally have always been that guy, or is it?
I think naturally I have a leadership ability, which I'm blessed with. But like all my life, we grew up and Texas wasn't very good. And my parents grew up and you're winning national championships in baseball and football. And that was the standard. And so I went to the 2005 game. I went to the 2009 game. But obviously I was too young to really remember anything. And so when I grew up, I remembered losing to Kansas.
Charlie Strong,
not making bowl games.
I mean, let's just say it.
Yeah, sure. So when I got on campus, I was like, what an opportunity to try to get this place back to where it always belongs. And so I saw some leaks in the ceiling. I was like, if I can just patch up those leaks by, just telling a guy good job or telling a guy make sure you touch the line, like maybe that will start a ripple effect.
Yeah.
And I started doing that, as soon as I got on campus. And I think people saw how I led by example, and that was attracting, I would like to say. And I think it kind of just took off from there.
Yeah. Yeah, okay, you're stacked with athletes and talent. What's it like coming back for your senior year and, looking and seeing you've got all these great guys and you're kind of like a coach on the field with it. So what are you thinking?
I always tell people, if I can put 10 of the other guys, myself being 11, 10 of my other teammates in the right position to where they're not thinking, like, they're the best athletes I've ever seen. And so if I can get those guys to just be playing fast, then
Having fun.
Yeah, having fun too. We're going to be unstoppable. So my job is to try. Obviously, I'm selfish. I'm trying to make some plays too.
Sure.
I'm trying to get on, history books too. But like, if I can put those guys in positions to where they're going to just making plays, having fun, not thinking, then we're going to have a pretty hungry and fast team.
What's it like in the walk-on room? Like when I say the walk-ons, I heard it's like a fraternity of sorts. What's it like?
It's guys that all understand one another's pain, but also efforts. Like, why are you here? Why are you showing up day in and day out? Not only is NIL in the picture now, so scholarship guys are getting paid, not only scholarships, but also money. That's, great money for themselves, but also for their family. Well, the walk-ons are paying to go through 4 p.m. workouts. Y'all can see it. It looks pretty hot out there.
Oh, I've heard.
You got team run after this, right?
Yeah,
So,
4 p.m.
Yeah.
So I need some water to hydrate or something. But that's what it is. It's like that brotherhood, that fraternity, like you were saying, of the guys that it's not about the money. It's not about the fame. It's not about the glory. You probably won't ever get that. But what you have is guys that love this brand, love this university.
You're the biggest breakout walk-on that I can remember at UT. Is there somebody that you can remember otherwise?
I know Dylan Haynes was pretty good here, but I don't know if there's ever been a walk-on turned All-American on the football team.
Tie boat ride.
Yeah.
Cage, his dad, was my study partner and our first lawyer at our firm. And so I've known Ty since literally he came out of the hospital. He says you're like the real dog in the walk-on room, even though you're not a walk-on anymore. That it's like when you walk in, it's like snap to attention. Is that right? And that you'll have like a nickname for it or something like the walk-on, crew or something.
Yeah, we call each other the Cons.
The Cons. What
Yeah,
is
Cons.
that?
The people that started the Cons were just graduated when I got here, so I don't know the original story. But I do know that, at least for me, when you're a part of that group, like everybody, yes, we're a part of a team that everybody bleeds the same blood, but like these guys definitely like share the exact same stories, know the exact time where the coach forgot your name, or when you're walking across the hall and it's like, is this guy on the team, or is he like a part of the staff? They know when you're supposed to be playing safety, and they ask if you play quarterback or kicker or punter or long snapper, like the general walk-on type of positions. And so they all know those stories. So like, no matter if I was in the NFL or if I was, in a corporate job or on the football team, I'm always going to be a brother with those walk-on guys, with the Cons, because it's so fun to just share stories with those guys.
Do you think that helps you to be a team leader as a guy who's been, you've been a walk-on, you've been All-American and everything in between. Do you think that perspective helps you?
Yeah, 100%. I appreciate you saying that, because like, I'm always trying to impact the guy that doesn't always feel welcome, the scrawny freshman walk-on that maybe doesn't find a spot yet. That was me. I'm always trying to impact that guy. And I think my leadership is really hard on people. I want to bring out the best in everybody, but I think it shows people that like, hey, somebody cares about me. And I try to do that. And if I wasn't in that spot, maybe I wouldn't have done that. So it definitely helps me as a leader.
Do you feel like the coaches maybe pick on you a little bit extra because they know that you can, it helps the other guys sort of, say, okay, look, even All-American guy can get picked on. I gotta take it too, and just sort of helps you in that room a little bit?
Yeah, well, Coach Akina definitely has done that. he unleashed on me the very first day. And he told me when he was at Stanford in Arizona that he told the guy, the All-American, he told him like, hey, I'm gonna be hard on you, like, just so you know. And he didn't give me a little heads up. And so I'm sitting there and I'm like, hey, I think it's supposed to be downright or some safety lingo. But he looks at me, he goes, can you shut the up and just let me coach? I was like, yes, sir. I got you. Yes, sir. He was like, when you want to be the coach, you can have the whistle. I was like, yes, sir. I got you. Yes, sir. But he told me after, he was like, I'm going to be hard on you, but I want everybody to know that nobody's safe. Because if we want to get to hoisting a trophy on January 19th, then everybody's got to be coached and get coached hard and be coachable. So, yeah, he's definitely picked on me in that aspect. But also, like, the walk-on story, that's definitely been used a lot. Like, if he was a walk-on and I'm like, Coach, I wasn't that bad of an athlete. Like, they say, like, he was here and all the way there. It's like, Coach, come on, give me a little credit.
I got one total dog shit.
Yeah. Like, I wasn't the best, but geez almighty, I made a couple plays.
Well, I can tell you this. I've had several coaches, and I won't name names, and I've had several players, and I won't name names. Last year, when I said, whose team is this? They said, technically it's Quinn's. And I love Quinn. But really, it's Taaffe's. Because everybody listens to Taaffe. So I think it's a super cool compliment.
I really appreciate that.
Yeah.
We have heard that you're one of the hardest hitters on the team. Like, looking you at street clothes, you know, where do you get that from?
Yeah, well, I appreciate some people saying that. I think it's just like, you look at me in street clothes, and it's true. Like, I got to let every ounce of, weight in my body go to be the hardest hitter. But it's kind of that competitive edge. Like, it's either this guy or me. And this guy's got a lot of steam. He's got a little bit more weight. He's got a little bit more muscle than I got. So I gotta come with it every single play. And then also it's like, when you hit a guy in the sweet spot, oh, that feeling is so amazing.
The crumble.
Yeah. When you just hear him just like, it's such a, and it doesn't hurt you either. Like, a lot of people are just like, oh, well, when you're doing the hitting, it doesn't always hurt.
Yep.
Sometimes it hurts, but the game of football, I try to give it everything that I have. And it's like, when I get a guy running a slant and I'm the high safety, like, I got to let him know, when you step on this field, it's Texas's field. It's not yours.
Do you ever see it as the game wears on, where you see guys kind of shying away from contact, or, does that motivate you a little extra?
I will say, me and Andrew Makuba, we both had really good hits on A&M. And they ran it's called an RPO slant, run pass option slant. And I came downhill and I was going to smack him, and Ethan Burke tipped the ball. And so he didn't catch the ball. And I ran by him, and he gave me a little one of these when he ran the route. And I was like, all right, now I know I got him.
I'm in his head now.
And it's funny enough that it was A&M, right? Yeah. So I'm not going to get too more into A&M.
As a Texas fan, how did that game feel?
Oh, man. I told one of my buddies this the other day. I was like, that was probably the best feeling of my life.
Yeah.
Like, to go in to Kyle Field and not only selfishly, have an interception, but to they didn't score on offense. Like, man, that's the history of Texas defense right there.
What are you most looking forward to this year?
I was telling Coach Sark this the other day. This is the most love I've had for any team in my life. Like, the guys just love each other so much. And I know that's cliche and cringy, but like, when you go out there, if y'all watched our team run, it's no more cussing each other out. Like, there's going to be times where I get on people get on me, but it's everybody understands that of love. And that's what I'm most excited for. When we're down, maybe I give up a touchdown, maybe Arch throws a pick, and we come together as one and just love each other.
Vince told me this yesterday that at some point, all the guys believe that they can't lose.
Right.
That's cool to watch.
And we definitely have tapped into what Vince was saying. I think they're away week 1. He was like, if y'all want to win this game, meet me at this certain time. It's that documentary, the 05.
Yeah.
And you see everybody in the weight room at like 5 a.m. bright and early. And that is so cool that, like, we're trying to instill that culture back. It was like, it's not the coaches telling us to get here and do extra work. It's on us. And if you have a team that the players want to win just as badly as the coaches, then it's like, shoot, man, you got a hard team to beat. So
Y'all are going to be one of the top defense, if not top defense in the country, but you're going against every day in practice what could be the top offense in the country. How does that sharpen y'all when you're, when you get to play the guys in different colored jerseys?
Yeah, I'm glad you said that, because me and Arch get pretty chippy out there. We like to talk a lot of trash. And I told DeAndre Moore this today in the locker room. I was like, I can't wait till I get to be talking trash with y'all instead of against y'all, because man, like we talk a lot of trash, but when y'all win on a one-on-one route or something and Arch throws a dime, I mean, 5 people are in my face letting me know that I just got beat on a hard route, like y'all running double moves. So I told him, I was like, dude, I cannot wait till I get to be with y'all talking trash to the other team, because we go back and forth. It gets a little exhausting sometimes when it's like, shoot, they beat me again, you know?
Who's the biggest trash talker on offense?
Trey Wisner, 100%.
I'll give Trey credit for this. I said, who's the hardest hitter? And I thought for sure he was going to say Anthony Hill. He's like, oh man, Taaffe, man, when he comes for you. And he's like, it's Taaffe. And I'm thinking, I was like, damn, Taaffe's, he's smaller than I am, man. He's like, he just lays it out.
Yeah.
Who's the best trash talker on the defense?
Colin's really good at talking trash.
Yeah,
I can see that.
Like, Jelani, Manny Muhammad, Ant, they all have their fair share of talking trash, and it's pretty funny. I love when they talk trash. But Colin, if I was playing against him, oh my gosh. I love that I'm with him talking trash, because he would get under my nerves for sure.
After you have a long NFL career, what do you want to do?
Definitely coaching has been super intriguing to me, just because I know that you don't get into the coaching world to make a ton of money. You get in to impact the younger generation. And I want to try to be a leader in whatever I do after football. And so coaching has definitely been, interesting to me. I think real estate's really cool. But then also my dad is a lawyer, so there's a bunch of different routes.
When that time comes, you just let us know, okay?
Really appreciate that.
Hey, man, thank you for coming down.
Thank y'all for having me.
Appreciate you coming down.
Yeah,
Welcome,
really
baby.
appreciate it.
Yes, sir.
Welcome.
Welcome.